Hey insiders, it's your girl NR the Insider here, and I'm back with more videos for the new year 2020. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and like even though you haven't seen the video yet. Comment down below, all that. So I finished my first semester of law school. What? Ooh, she did what? Yes, my first semester. So I haven't gotten all my grades back yet. I got 2, and I will just say that I'm very happy with them. For those of y'all who don't know, people in law school don't really share their grades that much. So just know that your girl was feeling pretty good, But I got 2 more grades coming. I think those were my hardest classes, or at least the hardest exams. So who knows? But anyway, as y'all can see, I got my little Christmas lights on. Usually I have the little picture and my initials in the back, but we had to switch it up Christmas style because Christmas is my favorite holiday. Y'all see the little Christmas tree I bought? Isn't this cute? I kind of just want to hold it. Maybe I'll just hold it. So anyway, yeah. So I'm back at school, back in Maryland, and I came back a few days ago from Arizona. And I'm just gonna share with you guys, I'm not gonna hold this. I'm gonna share my experience from my first semester of law school. Ooh, y'all. So I've watched tons of videos on YouTube about people's first semester of law school, and they were accurate. When people said that their first semester was difficult, that was true. When they said that it was depressing at times, that was true. So let me just tell you about my experience. So my first semester had what I often say, peaks and valleys. So in the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to kill it. I had won my election. Oh, I didn't tell y'all this, but maybe I did. But anyway, I'm in the Student Bar Association, which is kind of like student government, and I'm my section's representative, so I'm a 1L senator, shout out to me. Anyway, I won that, so everything was going good. I felt like I was keeping up, I was keeping up in class, being active in class, answering questions and doing all that. But then the middle of the semester came, and that's when everything was like, shoo. So first of all, I don't know what other law schools do, but we have a rhetoric class that we take. And in that class, you basically learn how to write like a lawyer, and you learn how to blue book, which is like citations. You do all kinds of difficult things, right? And so I know for myself, writing was an area that I really wanted to get better on. So I was like really going hard in that class. So I got my first grade back from the first memo I wrote, which is, I don't feel like explaining what it is, but it's pretty long. It was like 20 pages, and I worked really hard on it. I feel like I could have worked a little harder, but it is what it is. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I killed this. I'm about to get an A. Law school will slap you in the face. I got a B on it, which of course isn't terrible, but you think you about to get that A. So anyway, yeah, I got that grade back. I wasn't super disappointed, but I thought I was gonna get a little better of a grade. But anyway, fast forward. So we had to write another memo. And let me tell you, for some reason, writing that memo was just kicking my bleep. It was just so hard. Like, it was the middle of the semester, and we had less time to write that one than we did for the first one. Now, the good thing was I already knew what I was doing, but it was just not going well. I remember like some days where I was just typing and I just felt like I couldn't type no more, and I would just be crying and typing. I'm like, I don't even know what I was crying for, but I was just so over it. Like, I didn't want to read no more. I didn't want to write that paper no more. It was ridiculous. I remember one day, I think it was a Saturday, and I was trying to finish this whole section of the paper, and I wanted it to be really good. So I think I might have wrote like 7 or 8 pages. I never ended up double spacing it because I didn't know. But I think I might have wrote like 7 or 8 pages that one day. Just like nonstop. Anyway, bad memories. But we made it through because I got a good grade in the class, 8. But the point is that law school is very difficult. And on top of writing this long paper, I think mine came out to 22, even though it's supposed to be 20. But on top of writing that long paper, you gotta go to class, you gotta read for class. And personally, I was always on top of my reading. Like, I never wanted to get behind because everybody says, look at my hair. But anyway, everybody says once you get behind, it's a wrap. So I was making sure to read all the time, and I'm trying to write this paper and get this A, and I'm trying to learn how to cite for law school, and I'm going to SBA meetings because I'm a 1L senator, and I'm trying to network, and I'm trying to get an internship, and I'm trying to have friends, and it was just a lot. It's just a lot going on. So, whew, child, law school is hard. Let me get a little bit more specific about the things I had to do. So I had 4 classes. One of them was the legal rhetoric class where we learned how to write and Blue Book, which is like citing and all that fun stuff. And then the other 3 were contracts, torts, and civil procedure. So in these 3 classes, which one was the hardest? I don't know, because at different periods, they're kind of harder, you know? Like in the beginning, I didn't even know what a contract was. It was like, what is he even talking about? But then towards the end, I was like, civil procedure? Like, I don't know. Anyway, different points, things were harder. But yeah, so every day, let's see, what was my class schedule like? I had about 2 classes a day. And so you have to probably read like maybe 30 pages per class. So that's a lot of reading you gotta do. And, excuse me, as the semester progresses, the reading gets a lot, I don't even wanna say easier, but I guess you get quicker at doing it because you kind of know what to look for. But in the beginning, baby, I didn't even know what I was looking for. I'm just like, oh, let me write down this whole case in my notes and hopefully this is what the professor is talking about. But towards the end, that got better, so that's good. And I don't think I ever missed any readings that whole semester. I might have missed like a couple of cases, which sometimes the cases can be like 1 page out of like 30. But generally, I pretty much did everything. So hey, you know, let's see what else. Ooh, y'all don't want me to talk about exams though. Y'all really don't even want to know. So every school is different, but the first exam I had was my rhetoric exam. And remember that was a class when you write the papers and you learn how to cite and stuff. Girl, or YouTube, when I tell y'all, I think I had developed some kind of test anxiety or something because when was that exam? Maybe in November? And I had been studying for it. I made my flashcards, I did my practice questions. I know that I knew that stuff, but I was so nervous. Like, it didn't even make no sense. I was nervous for the LSAT, but it was ridiculous. But anyway, I did good on that exam. I haven't got my grade back for it yet, but I did good in the class, so I know I did good on the exam. So that was my first one. And that one was, I think it was 2 hours long, but that time was flying by so fast. Ooh, okay, that's gone. So then in December, I had the other 3 exams for contracts, torts, and civil procedure. Those exams, mine were 4 hours each. And you know, that sounds like a lot of time. You think, oh yeah, I'm about to take my time because you gotta write an essay and multiple choice, which every professor does it differently. But you know, I'm sitting here thinking, oh yeah, I'm about to kill it. Like, what? All I gotta do is write an essay and do some multiple choice in 4 hours? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Let me tell you what these professors be doing, y'all. First of all, the multiple choice questions on the exams are 1,000 times harder than the practice questions that they be giving you, than the stuff you be talking about in class. I don't care what nobody says. Those multiple choice questions were much harder than what I expected them to be. That being said, the essays, I felt pretty good about the essays. For me, I think one of my bigger strengths is application. So you have to know the rules of law, but you gotta apply them to like some kind of factual situation. So for example, in torts, the professor might say, my professor, he had these funny like facts. He would be like, oh, somebody hit somebody with a car, and then somebody else was walking in the street and they saw the accident and the little boy. Anyway, you gotta know how to apply the law to that stuff. So I think that was one of my strengths, and I think that's probably what pulled, well, I haven't got all my grades yet, but the one grade I got, I think that's probably what really helped me. But with the multiple choice, especially for contracts, I mean, every professor is different, but Professor Snyder, you know what you was doing with those multiple choice questions. Ooh, child. And so I had some open book and some closed book. And for the closed book, literally, I was memorizing an 80-page, maybe it was 75-page outline. Yeah. I did it though. I know I didn't memorize every single word, every little thing, but I memorized a good chunk of that outline. It had some long nights during the reading period, y'all. For my open book exams, at first I was like feeling really overwhelmed because I was like, I don't know how to study for this because everybody says you don't have time to look back in your outline and look back in your notes. I don't think that's true, because if you need that time, you're gonna make that time. So for one of my exams, I could use the notes on my computer. All you gotta do is a little Control F. Oh, what is this? Boom, boom, boom. Now you got the answer. So anyway, I'm gonna do another video about exams. Hopefully if my grades were good. My other 2 grades are good, I'll make a video. But yeah, exam period was stressful. Like, I was really starting to get depressed and thinking that I was gonna fail every single exam, even though I think I knew a pretty good amount, you know? Like I said, I haven't gotten my other 2 grades back yet, but I'm pretty sure I didn't fail, you know? Yay. What else happened this semester? Oh yeah, my professors. So I had one professor, he would cold call the hell out of us. Ooh, he was cold calling us, but you know what? It really helped us learn. It was for my contracts class. I remember the first day he walked into class, he always did everything in such a dramatic fashion. It was pretty cool. So he walked into class and he was just like quiet, taking off his jacket, putting down his briefcase, and we're all sitting there like, oh my gosh, like it's about to go down. And then he just starts cold calling people, and we was like feeling so bad for our peers and classmates. We were like, damn. But you know, I didn't get cold called the first day. My other 2 professors were laid back. My torts professor was the most laid back, I think. He would be like sitting up there in his little chair, making jokes and stuff, but he was a really good professor too. And then my civil procedure professor, she was a really, really, really good teacher. We got PowerPoints, and then PowerPoints came through for you, girl. But look, y'all, on the real, there were so many times this semester when I wanted to quit. I knew I wasn't really gonna quit, but you know, in the back of your mind, you're like, what am I even doing? Like, why am I in law school? But you know what really helped me like stay, you know, focused and in that mode, like, okay, let me grind, let me get it. Actually going to networking events, because I kept meeting these like professionals who were doing all these amazing things, and I was like, that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be writing policy. I'm gonna be like, nope, y'all corporations, y'all can't be doing all this crazy stuff. So anyway, that was what kept me grounded, because remember when I told y'all that I was writing that paper in the middle of the semester and I was just crying while I was typing it? Ooh, times like that, I was like, I can't do this. Like, I just can't do it no more, you know? But overall, my first semester, I had a lot of fun. I hung out with my friends all the time. At one point, we were like going to the club. Maybe I shouldn't be saying all this. But at one point, we were hanging out very often. And that was great because I definitely needed, you know, a little turn up every once in a while. What else? Networking, I did a lot of networking. I think I have quite a few contacts I can reach out to. Hopefully that turns into something, because a girl need an internship. So if you're watching this, you know, public policy, that's me. But this semester overall, it was the most challenging, one of the most challenging academic semesters that I've had. Yeah, it was the most challenging academic semester that I've had. I learned so much. I pushed myself more than I ever thought I could. I mean, when I tell y'all I wrote like 8-7 pages one day just typing, it was ridiculous, you know, but I did it. And I grew a lot. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can make this next semester even better, so that I don't have as many of those days where I'm just like, forget it, like, what am I doing? Which I think that's gonna happen anyway, because law school is hard, but you know, try to stay positive, because that's what I do. Oh, and I forgot to let y'all know that I got this red on, not only for Christmas, but as you know, your girl is a member of who? Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And J13 is coming, boo. So be on the lookout. Anyways, thanks for watching, Insiders. And if you have any questions about my first semester in law school, or you want some more details, reach out to me, comment down below. You know, guys know I always respond to my comments. Make sure you like and subscribe and share it with your kids that are in law school, with your homegirl. Like, oh, look at her, she's kind of funny, because I am. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.